Hello, everybody, and welcome to Scatterbrain Kingdom, a podcast that focuses on food, family, and fun, the lifestyle of Sean Seven and Queen Kimmy.
So, always remember what works for us might not work for you. So take what you need and leave what you don't. Also, make sure to share and subscribe to this podcast.
So the reason that we say take what you need and leave what you don't is because this podcast is about things that are important for us, Queen Kimmy and Sean Seven, or should I say Sean Seven and Queen Kimmy? Because we start off with a fun fact from Sean Seven, and then we slice and dice that conversation up. We give you all the who, what, why, when, and where of that conversation, and that's kind of what the show is about. We kick off with that fun fact from Sean Seven, then we slice it and dice it, and then if you stick around, you get, the bonus material, the word of the day with Queen Kimmy. The word of the day, the inspirational quote of the day, are the showstopper takeaway with Queen Kimmy. So make sure you stick around for that, right? You definitely want to be here for it. So remember, this is our journey. This is something that we do. It is our way of giving back to you. So if you are listening to this podcast, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want to take the time to say thank you and welcome to Scatterbrain Kingdom, where we give you food, fun, travel, inspiration, motivation. But we're going to kick this thing off with a fun fact from Sean Seven.
Hey.
Fun fact from Sean Seven.
Appreciate that, Queen Kimmy.
That's my favorite part of the show. I don't know why. I want y'all to know it took us like 10 takes tonight to get that part of the show right. I don't know what's going on with Sean Seven tonight.
Oh, so it's me?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Sean Seven tonight,
All
but
right.
you know, we ready for this fun fact now.
Okay, guys, so
Fun fact with Sean Seven. Hey. I had to get my cameo on. You cut me out the first time.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Alrighty. So, guys, fun fact with Sean
What about the
Seven.
girls?
Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen,
Why they can't
everybody.
be kings and queens?
Kings, queens, all that
Why
good
they can't
stuff.
be gods and goddesses?
Look here, this my segment.
Go right ahead, Your Highness.
All right, thank you very much. Now, my fun fact for today is, all right, so you got a lot of people that got a lot of hurdles in their life, and when they have those hurdles, they blame it on so many different things. Oh, well, it's person's fault. Oh, it was that person's fault. Oh, it was traffic was late. But they never once take the time out to just sit and think about maybe that hurdle that I keep blaming and putting on some other things might be myself. What do you think about that?
So basically you're saying get out of your own way?
Yes, you have to get out your own way. Sometimes people can't see past their own nose. You know, you got to get out your own way. Sometimes when you get out your own way, you open a whole lot of doors for yourself.
I like the way you try to always pick topics and act like you came up with them, but I can promise you that that's in my book, and there's a whole section in my book, a whole chapter that's called See Past the End of Your Nose.
Once again, is this not Fun Fact with Sean Seven?
Yes, Your Highness.
Okay. And maybe that's something that just been on my heart because I might have read your book, and it might have just kind of motivated me. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but maybe that could be what it is.
I get you. I understand.
I feel some fire coming from that seat over here.
Don't feel no fire, baby, because I refuse to be moved by other people's actions or emotions. Those are hindrances that I let go a long time ago. I just sit here and look at you and be like, okay, whatever you need to tell yourself, whatever you need to believe. This is supposed to be a conversation. The people want to hear conversation, not air. Not you breathing, not you looking at me because you feel some type of way.
You just ain't gonna let me have my segment, huh? You said it's supposed to, this is your favorite part of the show. Why? Because you get to just steal my thunder?
First of all, I'm not a thief and I don't steal.
What you do? You borrowed?
Second of all, this is not your show. You are married. What's yours is mine. Okay? So therefore, you have nothing, but we have each other, which means we have everything.
I like how you brought that back around.
Of course, baby. You know I'm good at that.
Anyway, you got to get out your own way sometimes to make way for new things and better things. So when you look at those hurdles, once again, stop looking at those hurdles as it's other people's fault. Sometimes that might just be your own hurdle that you've put in front of your own self and you've just been scared to move it because you're scared to see what the outcome may be.
So this is supposed to be the fun fact with Sean 7, but I strongly feel he's giving you the word of the day.
I'm not giving them the word of the day because that wasn't going to be your word. So, and if it was, maybe it was just something that both of us had on our heart that we need to put out. Maybe it's somebody out there that's listening that needed to hear this.
Well, are you having some issues right now?
I would say this is something that was heavy on me because I had to move a hurdle out of my life this week.
I was wondering if that was why we were going here, because you do know that I believe that what you focus on grows, and the things that are on your heart are very near and dear. And one of the things, there's this saying, be mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become words, and your words become actions, and your actions become habits, and your habits become your character. So I say all that to say, I can tell when you out of character.
So you felt like I was out of character?
I felt like you were out of character.
This week?
Mm-hmm.
So now you think I'm back to myself?
Well, I just feel like sometimes when you're overcoming hurdles or when you're coming up against something, a lot of times when we look at things as an ending, we need to start, if we flip the way we look at it and say, okay, this is not an ending, this is the opportunity for a new beginning, or this is not the ending, this is just this is me leveling up. This is what I prayed for, this is what I meditated on, this is what I manifested, this is what I called into fruition. And now you're leveling up to that. So it's change. And a lot of times in life, people get comfortable with where they are.
And they're scared of that change.
They're afraid of that change.
And I'm man enough to admit that that's where I was at a couple of days. I was fighting against myself on, do I want to make that change or do I want to stay comfortable where I'm at? But where I'm at, I'm not happy. But if I make this change, am I going to be happy or am I doing the right thing? So that's where I was battling with those two things right there. So, but moving that hurdle, it's like a weight lifted off of my chest.
Mm-hmm. And there is a meditation for when you let go of things or when you're moving into new levels. There's this meditation where we sit and we meditate and we imagine ourselves attached to that thing that we're letting go. And we imagine ourselves and we see a long white cord attaching us to that thing. And then we see a big pair of scissors and we cut it. And we let that thing go. And we just see it drift on off. And then we replace it with that new thing so we're no longer tied to that thing we let go.
And that's another thing.
That's called a visual meditation, which I offer some guided meditations to a lot of my clients is what I do. Okay. I offer some guided meditations and visualizations. Visualizations is a part of a lot of what we do because you have to be able to identify your own roadblocks and hurdles and obstacles before you can move forward. And kudos to you for being able to identify yours. Yeah,
like I was just getting ready to say, that's one of the first things I remember when you started doing your start doing the coaching thing. You used to always tell me, you can't have attachments. Don't attach yourself to certain things.
Now, some attachments are healthy.
No, I said certain things.
Yeah.
So please let me finish.
Okay.
I know you ready to jump in there. I'm gonna let you get you, but not attaching yourself to certain things. And I believe that's what had happened with that situation. I had attached myself to it. And I was scared to unattach myself because I didn't know what the outcome would be if I did something different than what the norm was.
I remember when we did an interview, and you were asked, and you said it's crazy to keep doing something over and over and over again.
What's the definition of insanity?
Yeah, that's what it was. Tell me about that.
I just said the definition of sanity when you continue to keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm. And when you pray for something or meditate on something or call things into your life and they start to come, sometimes we don't even recognize them as, hey, this is what I asked for. And we get scared of the very thing that we asked for. So that's why they say, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you speak into the universe. Mm-hmm. Because God is listening.
And that's crazy because I had spoke this into existence for a while. But when it finally happened, it was like I wanted to fight against it. Like, nah, I don't want this. But this is what I've been asking for.
Why do you think that people are afraid of change, are so afraid of change, though? What is it? What was so afraid about letting go and making a change?
Because what you just said, it might level them up, and they might be scared of leveling up because they might have to shake off some of the people that have been holding them stagnant, or shake off some of the things that they hadn't got attached to that have been keeping them stagnant. So that's why sometimes they're scared of the change.
Yes. So leveling up requires change. It requires a change of your mindset, a change of your environment, a change of your friends, a change of the things that you do every day, the things that you're consuming. So when you let go of all those things, you see yourself standing here void and naked, like you have to be reborn all over again, and you having to recreate or fit into this new world, and you don't know, in that fear of the unknown. So we hold on to and we run back to those things that keep us comfortable. That's why so many of our people are lost and stuck and blind right now. Because when they go through things, they run back to what felt comfortable or what felt good without sitting and taking the opportunity to say that, you know what? Maybe I'm just getting out of my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Jumping out your own way.
Yeah.
That's it. Jump out your own way. Stop putting the blame on everybody and everything. Because like I say, sometimes you just take the time to just sit and be still and just meditate like, man, maybe it's just me that's causing these issues. Maybe it's my choices that I made. Maybe it's this. Start looking within yourself and stop looking without to find the blame for everybody else on everybody else.
That's one of the characteristics of a great leader. They always take responsibility and accountability for their own actions, their own thoughts, and they don't look to blame anybody else. That's one of the things that I respect. Man, respect right now.
Thank you.
I might be quiet.
I can be a little smart every now and again.
That ain't smart. That's just educated.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Well, they say iron sharpens iron. So I guess when I start being around the right people and start putting myself in the right situations, I have no choice but to elevate. Well, I'm going to just stay down here. They not down there.
Well, I could care less about anybody outside of myself, but I understand what you're saying.
I'm talking about as far as sharpening each other.
Oh, got it.
So me being around you has sharpened my mind. I'm just being real.
And I thought me being around you sharpened my mind.
So iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah. You remember when we first got together and you came to me talking about you going to be a 5%er?
I can't even told you I was a 5%er.
You was a 5%er and you was raised as a Mormon. And I was like, ew, it's a Christian way or no way. Mm-hmm. And you started going to church with me and I'm like, oh man, now look at us. Thank you for being willing to be open and not giving up.
Thank you for being patient and not giving up.
Yeah. What's that song? What's the name of your song when you said you got the mentality of a hustler? Gangster, right?
Yeah.
I think that was your first major song. That song is hot to death too. I really wish you go back and do something with that song.
We already did. That song is on my first studio album, The Hustle, The Struggle, The Outcome, which is on all major outlets.
Shameless plug. Was that a shameless plug for your album?
You brought it up. I took the opportunity to, throw it out there.
Wow. Well, I'm going to need you to overcome the hurdle of doing shameless plugs on this podcast. How about that?
Really?
I'm just saying.
I can't get my shine on.
I'm just saying, you don't see me over here plugging my book right now.
What book is that?
No, I will not.
You already
QueenKimmy.com. Queen Kimmy, How I Learned to Love and Let Go. But I ain't talking about that right now.
Queen Kimmy 101 or QueenKimmy.com?
QueenKimmy.com, because the first thing they see when they go there is a big old sign that say order the book.
Okay, I got you. Shameless plug, right?
No, that's not a shameless plug for my book. That's a shameless plug for my website and my blog.
I ain't mad at
and my membership.
Hey, you got to get it.
And my mailing list. What? And my coaching agreement. And they can book appointments. I mean, what?
Hey, I ain't mad at you. You getting out your way, right?
Oh nah, I'm just rolling. I'm going with the flow.
You just getting out your way. That's all it is. You jump that hurdle and move that hurdle out the way, right?
What do you think would happen if more people would go for their dreams, even when it feels uncomfortable? What do you think that would look like?
A bunch of successful people.
You have a bunch of successful people now.
I mean, it'd be even more successful people.
I like it. So, for you had an obstacle to overcome this week. Mm-hmm. And thank you for being transparent and sharing that. Mm-hmm. I really do appreciate that. But I will tell you that I am very proud of the choice that you made this week. And I am looking forward to seeing you have more time to be with your family. So I'm thankful for your choice. Whatever happens from here, I'm happy for the new beginning. So thank you so much for continuing to be a great provider and protector for your family.
Thank you. And once again, like I said, thank you for your patience. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for allowing me to be me, allowing me to make the decisions that I make and having my back.
But in the past, I used to be like, nah, you can't do this. Da, 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 da. I'm proud of myself because I done growed up some now.
Yeah, you done glowed up on them.
I done glowed up on them, baby.
You done glowed up on them.
Let's do our little dance. Let's do our little dance.
They can't see it.
It don't matter about that. We feel good.
They can't see it, though.
They can feel the vibe with the Scatterbrain Kingdom tribe.
They can't see me over here killing them with the shoulders.
Hey. One. We are Scatterbrains too.
I knew you was going to take this opportunity.
What? What? So I can't get my little singing cameo on.
Hey, you going to get it anyway, whether it would have been with the word of the day or whatever. You was going to get your little singing
You know
time,
what?
man.
I'm not going to even give you my little singing thing because my feelings hurt. Just straight up hurt right now. Just keep on talking. You're supposed to give us some steps, some tools, tips, or steps on how to adapt and overcome.
Don't got no tools and steps. All I can do is just tell you what I did, and that was just.
Well, that will be in the
prayed
form
and meditated.
Okay, that's step one. Prayed and meditated,
and just sat still. And
step two.
And just waited on that perfect opportunity to make that decision.
And step three.
And once I made that decision, I let the universe handle everything else.
Okay. Now you see how you said, I don't have steps, but then you gave me some steps.
I gave you what I did for me. So that was
steps.
Okay, if that was steps, it worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you guys, but that's what worked for me in my situation.
See, this is what happens when you be unequally yoked, guys.
You balance each other?
No.
What?
I'm sitting here trying to defend something that is definitive in answer, definitive in nature, with someone who refuses to admit that we're saying the exact same thing in different ways.
As long as the point get across.
That's not valid.
But did I answer your question?
You did. However, you had to go all the way around the moon and back again before you answer the question.
Hey, but the question got answered. That was the main goal.
You're right. Okay,
so you try to put a hurdle out there, see?
Well, because we was told that we need to have more conflict and this in our podcast. I just don't feel like all that's necessary.
We'll have conflict amongst each other?
Yeah, that's why we need some drama. It's boring. I'm like, really? Y'all got to be entertained like that? For real?
Hey, people that's why they watch the reality shows.
Well, I don't know.
You want to start doing that? We can start scripting our beefs with each other things like that.
Okay, let's fake like we're fighting
I
right
ain't
now.
talking
Let's
about
fake a
right
fight.
now. I'm loving the vibe right now. I ain't talking about right now.
I know this will be the perfect opportunity. Okay, like let's watch this. Why did the chicken cross the road, Gina?
To get away from the meat eaters.
No, you don't supposed to be answering the question. I ain't even gave you all the choices yet. Ha 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 ha. That was a joke. That was an argument joke.
That was supposed to be an argument joke?
Yeah, because I'm funnier than you.
Come on, now the folks know who's funnier.
Okay, you know
And
what? Back to the show.
After that joke right there, they definitely know it's not you.
It didn't come out right. Back to the show.
So you say
What
little,
the what?
Where's the little music where you're supposed to go wah wah? You ain't played that one for yourself.
I'm not going to play that one for myself because everything I do in my life is an accomplishment. It may be a delayed, slow accomplishment that reroutes me in another direction. Another name for when you don't make your goals or you don't accomplish the mission.
Hey, can I say something though?
You can
Definitely-
always say something. Ain't
definitely,
nobody
man,
going to
if-
ever stop you from talking.
Definitely, this is not the show for you if that's what you're looking for, the drama and things like that. We might not agree on everything and we might not see eye to eye with everything, but one thing that we're not going to do is bring drama because that's not the vibe that we have over here. That's not the vibe that we're going to put out in the air. So that's what you're looking for, then obviously, this is not going to be a show.
I know, because you know what? We done even got to the point where we done start ignoring the haters, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that too?
Definitely.
And you can see them, they be feeling some type of way because they be done lied, they be done did all type of stuff and get cut off, and then they try to play the victim. Ooh, I've been seeing them. I was like, you know what? Let me just go on about my business. I don't even see you, baby.
Yep. But we don't vibe like that. So that's not going to be the vibe we're going to put out.
But we love you, though.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, back
It's
to our
all
show.
love.
Back to our show. Give them the
It's
vibe
all
that we do.
love.
I knew she was going to do
It's
it.
all love. Love and light.
Oh, man.
Blessings and prayers. Oh, that's my thing. That's my signature. Love, light, prayers, and blessings.
I thought
That's
it
my
was
thing.
love, light, blessings, and prayers.
It's love, light, prayers, and blessings.
Oh, okay.
Try it, but let's talk about love, light, prayers, and blessings.
That one flow.
Love, light, prayers, and blessings. Yes, it do.
Love,
because
light,
you gotta
blessings,
have
and
love. You gotta have love to turn on your light, so that when you pray, you can be blessed. Love, light, prayers, and blessings. The things and vibrations that I'm sending to you. Love,
what you're saying.
light, prayers, and blessings. That's what I'm sending to you. Prayers of abundance, prosperity, and happiness. That you will prosper, that you will be the head, that you will have all the things that your heart desire. You know,
I
that
got
type
you.
of stuff.
I can rock with it.
Love,
rock
light, prayers, and blessings. That's my signature. You ain't got to rock with it. That's my signature. When
Hey,
I go out.
I'm saying I'm rocking with your signature. You don't want me to rock with it?
I'm just saying I'm passionate about that thing now.
Okay, and I said I rock with it. You gonna say that I don't? Dang, I can't rock with your signature.
I'm just passionate about that thing.
So you got your signature and then you got your life motto. What's the life motto? Give it to him.
Queen Kimmy's life motto: live life as best you can, allowing others to do the same without causing any intentional hurt, harm, or pain.
I think we need to get some T-shirts made out of that motto, babe. We definitely need to make some T-shirts. I think they'll sell like hotcakes. But on that note, guys, we're gonna wrap this segment up right here. And before I wrap it up, I want to ask a question for you guys to comment out there. What's some of the hurdles that you had to overcome in your life that kind of took you out of your comfort zone? So if you're listening out there, leave a comment. Let me know, man, some of those hurdles, man, so we can kind of have a conversation about it.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Like, what are some of the hurdles and obstacles that people had to overcome? Because you know what? For me, I had to overcome a lot of things that pushed me out of my comfort zone. And that's what writing my book was one of them. You know that?
Yeah, doing this podcast for me, it was taking me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Now I'm loving it. I can't wait for Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, that's so sweet. And I have to drag you in here by your head.
You crazy. But anyway, guys, now I feel like it's that perfect time for y'all to get that word of the day with the beautiful, intelligent, the author, Queen Kimmy.
Word of the day with Queen I get to sing and doing that, huh? Hey, how is everybody doing? What's going on? Scatterbrain Kingdom, the tribe that spreads good vibes. Thank you for sticking around to this part of the show where you get the word of the day with Queen Kimmy. Now, you know I wrote a book, and so I usually give you a word of the day out of my book. But I think that the word of the day is going to not be a word of the day. The word of the day is going to be simple. It's going to be the motto again, the one you just heard. The motto that we live by in life and why we live by this motto. Because, as you heard us mention, my husband was raised a certain way, I was raised a certain way. As we grew up and we started traveling all around the world, we started to meet different people from all different walks of life. And I started to realize that all religions have a little bit of truth in them, and you can find the good in anything if you look for it. So therefore, it's really not about what you believe. It's about how you're living. It's about your actions. So if you're living life according to my motto that I've created, and it's a lot of research went into this motto, guys. So I'm going to share with you the Queen Kimmy motto, and I invite you to recite it, to learn it, to meditate on it, and take it down into your hearts and mind. The Queen Kimmy motto, our family motto. Live life as best you can, allowing others to do the same, without causing any intentional hurt, harm, or pain. That's a motto you can live by, no matter what your belief system is.
That's it?
That's it. That's the word of the day with Queen Kimmy. And if anybody has any questions or you want to talk to me about it, you know you can always go to queenkimmy.com and send me a message.
What else can they do if they go to queenkimmy.com?
A lot of things, but I don't want to ruin the curiosity. People knows it, so they need to go check it out and see.
I got you on that.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, guys, I realized that, I was missing a lot of blessings in life by being closed-minded and closed off to other people's viewpoints and other people's way of life. So once I start to learn to let people live how they want to live without judgment, without thinking that my way was the right way, or without thinking something was wrong with them because they didn't believe a certain way like I did, that totally changed my life. So when I learned to let people be people and learn to be myself, as long as we ain't hurting nobody or causing no intentional hurt, harm, or pain, live life, live it up, right?
Yep, because we sure enough going to live it up over here.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for joining us at another episode of Scatterbrain Kingdom's Word of the Day with Queen Kimmy. We made it to the end of the show.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. At the end of the show, guys, this is where we come in and we always tell you, we want you to like the podcast. Did you like the podcast? Did you like what you heard? Did you hear that we got a YouTube channel? You can go listen to the other podcasts. You can. But, baby, so how often do we do these podcasts?
We do them twice a week, every Tuesday, every Thursday. And then we go live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
What we be doing when we go live?
When we go live, we just act a fool and we recap.
I do not act no fool. How dare you? I'm a queen.
Hey, queens have fun too.
But I don't have to act the fool. I have a fool that's supposed to act the fool.
So who's the fool?
Snoop.
Well, anyway, we go live on
Sunday.
So we go live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on our Scatterbrain Kingdom Tribe. That's a group that we have on Facebook. So make sure you add yourself to that page and check out our live videos that we do every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And
also, they can get to just a caveat, they can get the Scatterbrain Kingdom Facebook page through the Queen Kimmy website too. I put a link on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting good at this website building thing.
That is what's up.
Yeah.
You get good at everything you put your hands on.
Mm-hmm.
But on that note, guys, you see we vibing out right now tonight. We're having a good time. So on that note,
they caught that. They caught that. Hurry up, let's close this thing on that.
What they caught? So we appreciate y'all guys for tuning in once again.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, being a part of the Scatterbrain Kingdom tribe that spreads the Scatterbrain Kingdom, the tribe that spreads good vibes.